If I was going to school myself, I'd definitely give myself somewhere between a 10 and a 10.
Welcome to WatchMojoUK, and today we're looking at the worst sore losers on TV.
I don't want either of them to win. They don't play fair, they don't deserve the money. They're both losers in my book.
Number 10. The Beast, The Chase.
£20,000 each. You've outrun the chaser, you've not been caught.
Yeah, I don't believe it. Yeah.
You'd think that being a professional quizzer would make you a bit more used to failure, since it's your job on the line. Not so for the chasers, apparently, as the Beast gave in to rage in this memorable 2016 Outburst. After letting the contestants earn a prize pot of 60 grand, Mark Lebet lived up to his name. He congratulated the team, but then, while he was walking off, punched the set.
Well played, guys.
Oh.
Ouch.
Was he hamming it up for the cameras? Possibly, since they potentially would have made him film it again if it had been something they didn't want broadcast.
It just shows you how they take it. They take it very badly.
But we don't doubt that he was frustrated with how badly he did. It's not the only time he's done it, though.
I apologise to all the kids watching.
Number 9. The Worst Couple, Blind Date.
When the screen went back and I first saw Debs, I thought she had a nice figure, which is good because I only date size 8s, but she wasn't there, so I was a bit disappointed.
Technically, Blind Date is a game show, and these two were some of the biggest losers we've ever seen on it. While you could make the case that the people whose dates just didn't turn up got a worse end of the stick, we'd much rather go on an all-expenses-paid holiday alone than with someone who can't stand the sight of us.
After the show, Debs and I went for a meal and she kept stroking my leg, so I knew she fancied me. Girl's got taste. But I didn't pursue it because with a face like hers, I knew I'd live to regret it.
Adam and Debs won a beach trip to get to know each other, but what they got to know, they didn't like. They returned to the studio absolutely seething, and Adam continued being obnoxious in his talking heads. The audience, and Scylla, were firmly on Debs' side after seeing the way he behaved.
And on that
But no, I can't just say
note,
though.
shut up. That's enough for you now.
No,
That's enough of you.
I'll say one more thing.
No.
Number 8. Gemma Collins, Dancing on Ice.
Can I just say one thing? Maybe if you didn't sell stories on me, I wouldn't have been so upset this week.
Fair play to Gemma, she wasn't voted off first, getting all the way to the 5th round until leaving. This incident came in week 3 though, after Gemma's homage to Marilyn Monroe in a performance that was heavy on the glamour and light on the ice skating.
Gemma, I know you were channeling Marilyn, but we ended up with Anna Nicole Smith. And that was because there wasn't any elegance.
Jason Gardner called her out for this, saying that she'd been working hard on her skating and still went with a routine that was, undoubtedly, easier. She scored low yet again, but nowhere near as low as some others, and did well in the public vote. But after being lambasted by Gardner, she went after him. She accused him of selling stories about her to the tabloids, and let him have it.
Talking about your
Boring,
darling.
Next.
You know, but this doesn't help your cause.
Don't tell stories on me.
Number 7. Seamus Cullen, Any Dream Will Do.
Close every door to me. Hide all the world from me.
Do you remember Any Dream Will Do? One of a handful of Andrew Lloyd Webber's reality shows to find a new star to be in West End musicals in the noughties. This one was to find the next Joseph in a 2007 revival of Joseph and the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat, and Seamus Cullen thought he was a shoo-in for the role.
If my life were important, I would ask, will I live or die? But I know the answers lie far from this world.
But he was eliminated from the competition very early and didn't take it lying down. They got to sing a grand goodbye number over the credits, and Seamus was livid. We've never seen someone sing so angrily, and at the end he announced that he was going to get his own show anyway, not that that show ever materialised. Number 6, Selena Waterman-Smith, The Apprentice.
I'm sick of this negativity thing. You really need to find some baseline.
Selena, do not talk over me. I am talking, okay? Do not talk over me, right? Give me a chance to speak.
She was memorable as one of the most maligned Apprentice contestants ever, constantly butting heads with the others.
She talks like she's this perfect package, but she's not.
She was fired about halfway through, but has never stopped bad-mouthing the show, refusing to appear on You're Fired to discuss her exit.
Having to work with someone like Charlene, who is the most irrational, unprofessional person ever. I mean, she shouldn't be in this process, and I'm amazed that she has any business at all.
She was fired for her bad attitude, but has claimed that the show is selectively edited, as all reality shows are, and that the showrunners decide who they want to win right at the beginning, goading the others into making fools of themselves.
Oh my God, you are such a manipulator. I've never met anybody like you.
Without a doubt, Selena should be fired. She didn't sell, she didn't build a rapport.
Since leaving the show, though, she's had a terrible time of it, almost going to prison in Dubai and saying that she's lost everything. Number 5, Behemoth loses Robot Wars.
Right, there was no clear winner, obviously, because there was no knockout, no immobilisation, so it went through to a judge's decision.
In the 2016 Robot Wars revival, Team Behemoth were back again to flex their engineering prowess, only it didn't quite work out the way they wanted. After a deadlocked battle between Behemoth and Cherub, the judges decided that Cherub was ultimately the stronger machine, and that Behemoth lost.
The decision was unanimous. And the fight and the 2 points are going to go to Cherub.
Cue Ant storming off the set, outraged that he'd been beaten by a group of children.
Guys, do your little wing thing.
Being a bad loser when you lose to adults is bad enough, but what kind of example does this set to those hard-working kids? It was deeply immature, but at least the rest of his team took it on the chin.
We lost someone.
Stressful.
Number 4, Heather Horsfall, Come Dine With Me.
I might not win this because I'm not popular, but I've put in so much effort with all my courses.
It's time for Come Dine With Me, a show that breeds sore losers like no other. Heather was fuming when it was revealed that she came dead last, turning all of her ire on fellow contestant Zyra, even though Zyra didn't win either.
Wake up.
I don't believe this.
I really don't.
She was so upset at the reveal that she'd come at the bottom that she raged, broke down in tears, and stormed off.
No, seriously, I think you all have really obviously give me a low score, and I'm really sad about that.
After a break, the crew clearly persuaded her to return and finish filming the programme, handing out the money. But there's much more to winning Come Dine With Me than making the best food and tactically giving the others low scores. They've got to like you too.
No, I'm sorry. I'm so upset with all you. I've been so honest about you. I could have given you a 0 because yours was right?
Number 3, Zara Holland, Love Island. Perhaps the sorest loser of all is a sore winner, as Zara Holland demonstrated in this bombastic taping of Loose Women.
Have they asked you to give it back?
They have, yes.
And you won't give it back?
No.
So you do think she deserves the crown?
But Dion didn't win on the night.
Following a scandal where she slept with another contestant on Love Island, something they were all doing in the early series, she had her Miss Great Britain beauty pageant title revoked.
I was the last person to find out that they decrowned me. The way they did it, they rang my mum on the morning of.
She appeared on ITV to discuss it with the panel and the runner-up, Dion Robertson, who'd been named the new Miss GB following the drama. Zara was adamant that she wasn't going to return her crown and that poor Dion, who was a picture of diplomacy throughout this, didn't deserve it.
But you don't have to take it if you don't want to.
It was my dream as well as it was your dream.
But you didn't win on the night.
But you gave it up.
I didn't give it up.
You did. You made it.
Number 2, Katie, the weakest link.
I am absolutely gutted. I got 3 questions incorrect in the entire game. As answered, I was the strongest player in the entire game.
Sometimes you're not the weakest link because you got the questions wrong. You're the weakest link because nobody likes you. That was seemingly what happened to Katie twice during her stints on the show trying to win that cash.
I asked Sue earlier what she wanted to spend the prize money on. She's going to spend it on a holiday. Such frippery is outrageous. I was going to spend my winnings, if I won, on funding my education.
In this legendary outburst, she went on a tirade to camera about how much she hated another contestant in a wheelchair, and how she deserved to win because she wasn't going to spend the money on a nice holiday.
I was robbed, what can I say? I mean, I think Sue's going to win at the end of the day, but after all, it's tainted money.
She later came back with a vengeance on a special Bad Losers edition, only to find herself voted off again, calling them names as she walked off the set.
Spineless.
She really was the strongest link, though.
It seems that I'm the strongest link, and they keep on voting me off tactically, and it's just not fair.
Before we begin, we publish new content every day, so be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos.
Number 1, Peter Marsh. Come dine with me.
I'm telling you what I think of you.
But you're good at telling people what you think of them, Jane. You're not good at hearing the truth.
Be honest, you knew it would be Peter as soon as you saw the title of this video. Without a doubt, he remains the UK's most legendary sore loser, losing his temper at Jane following her successful plot to win the cash.
The way that you've presented yourself, you have led us to believe that you are quite a sort of pompous human being.
But while Jane was needling him all week, it wasn't just Jane who bore the brunt of his temper.
Dear Lord, what a sad little life, Jane.
He attacked fellow contestants Adam and Charlotte too, who also beat him, saying that one made a plate of vomit and the other served rancid chewy pork.
You ruined my night completely so you could have the money, but I hope now you spend it on getting some lessons in grace and decorum, because you have all the grace of a reversing dump truck without any tyres on.
He threw them all into the street to celebrate with their cash and champers. They were all relieved to be out of there in the end. Let us know in the comments which bad loser you think was the most immature.
So Jane, take your money and get off my property.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from WatchMojoUK and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.